We've been so looking forward to this event for months and months now. This is MI's very first electronic dance music party, and we're so glad you could be with us. And this whole event tonight is sponsored by the good people at Novation.
My name is Thavius Beck, and I'm at MI to do an event with Novation, and I'm going to be playing my Launchpad and the Mini Nova, a bunch of hot beats, and it's going to be fun.
So my name is Alfred Darlington, and I make music under the name Daedelus. So we're here at Musicians Institute by the power of Novation, kind of showcasing some electronic music and some dance and some culture through the lens of what this pretty awesome company has to offer.
My whole set revolves around just using different MIDI controllers and using Ableton Live, which is the the software I use to do my music.
I'm entirely powered by these simple things, these wonderful machines that move bits and widgets and ones and zeros. My life depends on these things. I play traditional instruments, but I choose electronics. It gives me the freedom to really express myself across a range of sounds and in a variety of ways that I really believe allow for my full emotional capability. I have a lot of different things to say. It's, again, not just about moving kids on a dance floor, it's about trying to inspire these really big ideas. And by having the full symphony at my fingertips, that's the possibility.
DJs run the music industry, basically. People think it's labels, but it's whoever's playing the music. If your music's not getting played, no one's going to invest money into playing your stuff,
All music is electronic music. There's nothing that hasn't been touched by this culture, and it's not just the dance aspect of it. It's just like when you go to a studio nowadays, nobody's doing all analog. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some extraordinary people doing, but very, very small number of people doing all analog setups. But the majority, the absolute 99% are people that are being touched by DAWs and DJ programs and Ableton and Max and all these deep, interesting programs that do electronic remix or electronic just recording. And so everybody's touching on this, but nobody wants to say the words.
Pretty much my technologies allow me to act like I'm a DJ, but with all my own original music. So, I use Ableton Live. I'm going to be using a Launchpad tonight as well as a Mini Nova. And it's kind of set up like a DJ set. If you look at my set in live, I've got 4 decks set up, and each deck is full of my own music. And I can easily crossfade and blend between stuff, trigger different effects, and do things outside of what a traditional DJ would do, but it's put together to kind of mimic a traditional DJ set, So if I didn't have technology, I would just train wreck all night. I mean, the best advice I can give you is, find your own sound and hone in on that, and don't be afraid to incorporate techniques and whatnot that you find from other people, but I mean incorporate it in a way that's totally you. I just encourage people to find their own voice and not be afraid to express it. And, by not being afraid, don't blatantly rip off people and try to be like somebody else, Do your own thing.
The sooner you can develop a voice that is yours and that you own, that you are proud of, because you will be judged forever. The internet will never forget any kind of weird step. If you want to dress up in a clown costume and perform on stage, people will remember that clown costume forever. And as somebody who does dress up a bit and uses some strange controllers, I love this life and I would not take it back, and I'm going to own this to the day I die.